Welcome back to Alvin C. Rookser Field for Game 2 of our doubleheader. Jasper won over Martinsville in Game 1 by the final count of 5-1. Here in Game number 2, it is Josh Weidenbender on the hill for the Wildcats in this one to take over the mound duties here. Third baseman in game number 2 will be Andrew Wallace. Trevor Croft will play first. Carter Stamm at second, or at short. Grant Albrand at second. It'll be Bartley, Hof, and Jacob Albrand in right. And behind the plate will be Josh, I always want to say that every game, Ross Peter for the Wildcats. Martinsville now on the season, 10-4. Jasper 13-1 with their win. Seth Gallion will lead things off here for the Martinsville 9. As Weidenbender gets ready to pitch. These doubleheaders are a tad different. We're on the fly. Weidenbender throws the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. He is making his third appearance, no record, 3 innings of work so far. Swung on and missed. Next pitch fouled back into the screen. Next pitch, called third strike, and Gallion is gone. One away here.
The designated hitter, number 5, Brandon Dotson.
That'll bring up Dodson, the designated hitter. He hits for Peyton, the second baseman. Pitch on the way. That is inside. Next pitch on the way. Fastball in for a strike. Next pitch on the way from Weidenbender. Barely misses. Cats again. 5-1 victor in game number 1. Kicks and deals. Barely misses. Walks him. So he gets a strikeout and a walk to begin this game.
Batting for Martinsville will be the pitcher, number 24, Justin Reed.
Reed will stand in, the pitcher. Weidenbender, Cats have the double play in order. Here's the next pitch. Ball smashed right at the third baseman Wallace. He'll throw to first base, and they get that double play on the line out, double play. He hits it sharply, but right at Wallace, who turns it into a double play. We'll head to the bottom half of the first inning. No score, Martinsville and Jasper here in game 2. Wildcat baseball here on 18 WJTS. Back to Rookser Field. Josh Weidenbender to lead things off for the Cats here in the bottom half of the first inning against Reed, the Martinsville Artesian pitcher. Martinsville again dropped the first game 5-1. So Weidenbender to be followed by Grant Albrand here in the first. Ball chopped back to the middle. Reed throws on to first base. 1 up, 1 gone here for the Cats. Grant Albrand will stand in.
The second baseman, number 2, Grant Albrand.
Trevor Croft, the complete game victory in game number 1 against the Artesians. Reed gets ready to work, and here's the pitch. He slings it in there, and it's out of the zone. 1-0. Miles Mann back behind the plate. Tim Bourne on the bases. here in game number 2 here from Rooksor Field. Brand takes this one outside. Cats with a doubleheader. Haven't had a doubleheader in a long, long while. Here is the next pitch, and that one is in for a strike. Next pitch on the way. That is a strike. 2-2 the count here. Next pitch on the way. Curveball. Strike 3. Cats watched a lot of strike 3s in game 1.
Batting for the Wildcats at first base for number 27, Trevor Croft.
So Trevor Croft will stand in for the Cats here with 2 away. And nobody on. Curveball, another strong breaking ball. At least to start these games, Martinsville doesn't look like they're, down in desperate need of pitching. The guys that they've run out there, at least to start the games and the way they've thrown early, not too bad. It gets to that point, though, when you start walking people and it becomes a merry-go-round where all these teams falter that seems like are really on the Wildcats' schedule. The 1-1. Croft hits it on the ground sharply to third, but with the wet grass, Wright will pick it up, sling it to first base to end the inning. Cats go quietly in the bottom half of the first through 1. No score. Jasper and Martinsville, game 2 of this doubleheader. We'll have more after this. Back to Rooksor Field. Josh Weidenbender gets ready for inning number 2. Had a 3-up, 3-down inning with a double play his last inning of work. Ham, the cleanup hitter, will hit for the Artesians. He takes first pitch out of the zone, 1-0. Again, Cats with a doubleheader on this day. They missed 2 games last Saturday with the Invitational being washed out. Not so sure grading the days as a whole that last Saturday didn't turn out to be a lot better day than today has been, because it got sunny about 2 or 3 o'clock last Saturday, but the field was drenched. This one sprayed wide of the bag at first. Today we've started off on a cold, windy type of day, and it's got even worse, but the field has been worked on, throughout the first game and before the second game here. And I don't blame the 2 teams for playing, as this one lands in for a strike. You get these in when you can. Two and two the count. Here's a pitch on the way from Weidenbender. Slammed to first. Glove by Croft. He'll shovel underhand to a covering Weidenbender. 1 gone. Pitcher's fielding practice. PFP.
27, Braxton Wilson.
And Croft got it to Weidenbender, who broke right away. Wilson, the hitter, drops down a bunt and fouls it away. He's a shortstop for this Artesian team. Again, they came in at 10-3, lost game 1, 10-4. Cats now 13-1, winning their 5th straight game with that victory. 0-1 to Wilson. Slugs at it and fouls it off the pole right behind home plate. First game, decent crowd. FFO in game 2, friends and family only. And I can certainly understand that. The 0-2 curveball pounded out of shortstop, and Stom reaches up and makes the play over his shoulder. 2 gone. Again, left the bat, looked like it was going to be tagged, but it kind of hung up, and Stom able to jump up and get it. And Weidenbender, a fellow shortstop, appreciates that play by Stom, who's there because he's pitching. Hopple, the right fielder, gets in here in the top of the second, no score. Fouled away. Tell you one thing, Martinsville here in this second inning, they're up there swinging. After the first game where some times on both sides, guys were set down via the strikeout looking. The 0-1 pitch hit into right down near the Wildcat bullpen, and it'll rattle around down there. Hopple waits the 0-2 from Weidenbender. And it's a ball, 1-2. Top of 2, no score here in this second game of the Twin Bill. Monday night, Cats at Washington in a makeup game. The 1-2 pitch ripped down the left field line. That'll be the first hit of the game for the Artesians. Bartley will go over to cut it off. And it is a 2-out single. No Wildcat no-hitter tonight, or today, in game 2.
Batting for Martinsville, center fielder T.J. McGraw.
T.J. McGraw, the center fielder, will bat for Martinsville. Tuesday, Forest Park in here at Rookser Field. Then Wednesday and Thursday, they're idle. Then Friday night, the Hall of Fame tournament. All fouled away by McGrew. Or McGraw, I should say, the center fielder. Again, not much wind. It's kind of died down with the temperatures going down as well. Not a lot of sun here at Rookser Field today. Again, slash foul. He's quickly down 0-2 to Josh Weidenbender. Again, Weidenbender with just 3 innings of work on the season. Weidenbender worked an inning in that New Albany game. The 0-2. Ripped at Stamm again. He dives and gets another one. He dove at the second one here in this inning, and he takes another base hit away. Gone in order, other than the base hit by Hopple, are the Artesians. We'll head to the bottom of the second. No score. Jasper Martinsville right after this. Back to Rookser Field. Andrew Wallace leads things off. No score. Bottom of 2. Martinsville and Jasper. Wallace, the left-handed hitting third baseman, takes it for a ball, 1-0. Connor Stamm, a couple of great plays defensively back in the last half inning. 1-0. Wallace takes it outside. A little high as well. This one's out of the zone. 5-1 Cats broke open a tight game at various parts of the contest early. This one fouled away. Two and two, the count to Wallace here. Nobody out and nobody on. Curveball hit into the left center field gap. That's going to get down. Wallace took it the other way and gets the Wildcats' first hit of the game. And Carter Stamm will be the hitter.
Batting for the Wildcats, the shortstop, number 5, Carter Stamm.
Pitch in for a strike. Oh, and 1. Stamm bunting, pulls the bat back, takes it for a strike. 0-2. This one hit the Stamm, or on a one bounce, the third baseman right over to second for 1, and that's all they'll get. Man, ball one hopped and right like flipping pancakes over their third with a little stab at it. Yeah, so Wallace erased for the first out. Fielder's choice for Stom. That'll bring in Hope. Center fielder takes it for a ball 1-0. And that lent to him going to second with it. He was in on the grass, too. And, again, you're not going to get much through this grass infield here. Throw over back in time. It's one of the very first throws to first by either pitcher today. So Jasper with a runner at first here in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch on the way. Bunted first base side. Will it stay fair or foul? And it's foul. Got the grassed in baseline, and that one was going right along the chalk, and it just took a right turn as you look out toward the field from the press box. So with one out, Hope gets back in. Carter at first base here takes his lead. 1-1. Dives low. 2-1. No score. Throw over back in time. Just as I say that, there'll be 50 throws to first base by both pitchers here in game 2. Again, the Wildcats fortunate they won't have to see Dodson, the Purdue-bound left-hander. He pitched last night at Bedford. Ball into the dirt. Came down and shut down Southridge in the game, or the opening game of the season. Runner at first. Takes off. Here's a pitch right down the middle. Throw down to second base. Not near in time, and it skipped in there as well. A stolen base. So Eli has a couple of guys out there. Now look towards second. Didn't throw it back. One away, Hope waits. Here's the pitch. Outside corner for strike 3. 2 away. Strikeout number 2 for Justin Reed.
Number 4, Isaac Bartley.
Bartley gets in. The Wildcat left fielder. It's 1-0 to him. That one barely missed, low and outside. Next pitch on the way. And is low as well. Bottom of 2, no score, Jasper, Martinsville. Game 2 of a doubleheader today. Here on 18 WJTS. Cats won game 1 5-1. Long look at second, and the 3-0 blisters the outside corner, and it's 3-1. Cats have a runner with 2 outs in scoring position. The kick in the fire. Hit on the ground slowly towards third. Right cuts it off going towards his left and makes the play to end the inning. Cats get a base runner. They strand that man through 2. No score. Martinsville and Jasper will break. Have more Wildcat baseball after this on 18 WJTS. Magruxer Field, we head to the top of the 3rd. No score. Wildcats and Martinsville Artesians. A couple of good defensive plays by Carter Stom kept them off the board back in the 2nd inning. Pemberton gets in, hits the ball to Stom. As I say that, picks the ball up, throws over to first base, 1 gone. So Braxton Wright, the 3rd baseman, will step in.
Batting for the Artesians, the 3rd baseman, number 21, Braxton Wright.
Nathan Schmidt starting to throw in the Wildcat pen. They didn't know if they would start Schmidt or Weidenbender. Kind of a bullpen type of game here in the second one as Wright swings and misses one away. Hits are tied at one apiece. Next pitch popped out of play. Play him straight away in the outfield. Again, dark, dreary day. Lights have been on for much of the first game and into the second. 0-2 now. Ball. 1-2. Here's the next offering from Weidenbender. Shoves it outside. 2-2. Once we hit May coming up here in a few days, hopefully the weather hits May as well. The break-even pitch. Fouls it off. Stays alive. Weidenbender gets another baseball, and he's ready to go to work. The right-hander delivers the 2-2. Barely missed outside portion. 3-2. That's probably the difference between this game and the second, or the first game. That outside pitch was called. The payoff pitch now from Weidenbender. Got him. Struck him out.
Batting for Martinsville, the catcher, number 15, set.
2 outs. Twitter Meister, what's going on there in JHS Athletics? It's a great Jasper Athletics Twitter page is a must-see. You're always up to date if you dial in that on your Twitter machine. As Gallion gets in, I mean, it is up to date. It is up to date now. Let me tell you. 0-1. Here's the next pitch. In for a strike. Somebody scores a soccer goal. Within seconds, it's up. Softball base hit. And there you go. Track, golf, everything. It's cool. The 0-2 delivery. Defensive swing, and he fouls it off. Gallion. Two gone, 0-2. Weidenbender trying to get a 3-up, 3-down inning as he stares in, gets the sign, and cuts it loose. Missed. 1-2 now, 2 away. Top of the third. Martinsville and Jasper. Weidenbender fires a 1-2 plateward. Skips in there, and the count goes even. Off the line in left field with Bartley shaded toward the gap in left center. The 2-2 from Weidenbender. Low 3-2. Hate to lose the leadoff man here. Dodson, the designated hitter, is on deck for Martinsville. Weidenbender, the wind and fire. Hit on the ground at third. Wallace charges, comes over the top, and gets Gallion at first base. The Artesians go quietly here in the top of the third. We'll step aside. Wildcats and Artesians in a 0-0 game. We're back after this. Back to Rixer Field. Jacob Albrand climbs in for the Wildcats. No scores. We head to the home half of the third. Albrand takes it on the outside. Black for a strike, going one. Hits are tied at 1 apiece. Cats looking for some offense here in game 2. If you just joined us, Victors in game 1, 5-1. In for a strike, and quickly it's 0-2. Jade Yoakum is on deck. Reed throws this one outside. 1-2. Play him to Pulse, likely in the outfield. Allbrand waits the 1-2 to him. Chops it up over the mound. The shortstop, Wilson, cannot make the play. And it's an error on the shortstop. Got to it in a hurry, but couldn't quite handle it. And Yoakum stands in, hitting for the catcher. Getting for the catcher, Peter, there, so. Got a man at first with nobody out. Bunting bunts it out in front of the plate. Nice bunt. Pitcher Reed off the mound. Throws on to first base. Sacrifice is successful. You don't have to mess with that third and first base line every time. Just get it. Don't bunt it right back to the pitcher, but get out in that grass area to make somebody field it. Jacob Allbrand up to second. We're back to the top in Josh Weidenbenner. This one hit into left, and it's caught by Pemberton. Two gone.
Second baseman, number 2, Grant Allbrand.
Grant Allbrand will bat. Here's the next pitch to Allbrand. Slugs it on the ground to third, up with it right. And he makes a high throw, but they keep their foot on the bag, and this inning's over. Through 3, Cats 0, Martinsville 0. We'll back with more after this. Back to Rixer Field. Dotson leads things off here in the top of the fourth. No score, Artesians and the Wildcats. Dotson, Reed, and Ham, 2, 3, and 4 against Weidenbenner on for inning number 4 here. So Weidenbenner drops the glove and throws the 1-0 pitch, and it's low. Catches the outside corner. 2-1. Play him straight away in the outfield. Not much wind again here in game 2 at Rooksir. Weidenbenner works quickly, gets a sign from Peter and fires it home. Chopped up the middle. He threw a bare hand out there. Stamm will field it at short and get the man at first base. One gone. Weidenbenner, unlike Croft, he pulled his hand back. That was hit more sharply than any of the ones that Croft fielded bare hand. Not that it wasn't good that Croft flagged those other ones down, but he let the shortstop field it. Negative. 1-0 now to Reed outside. This one hit high, back, deep into left center. Hope will turn his back to the infield and nearly come up with it, but it bounces up near the warning track. The way he stuck out his glove, thought he may momentarily haul it in, but that ball was ripped by Reed. Second hit of the game. Myers will run.
The Artesians, and at the plate and batting for Martinsville, the first baseman, number 23, Josh Ham.
So Ham will stand in. So timeout is called. Peter will go out and talk it over with his pitcher Weidenbenner. Martinsville making a little noise here in the Artesian fourth. Pitch on the way. Fastball. Left-handed hitter asks for time and gets it. Martinsville now has out-hit the Cats 2-1 here. Trying to draw first blood in the top of the fourth inning here at Rookser. Popped up a mile high, foul territory, third base side. Oh, 2. Curveball popped up behind home plate. Peter will give a look toward the screen. It's into the stands. And now up on the roof. But we're not up there today. Jeremy and I made an executive decision for him to sit down in the press box today. For game 1 and 2 of this twin bill. We made the right choice. The 0-2 missed outside. Get back on the roof, perhaps the first sunny in 75 ball game, hopefully Tuesday night in here against Forest Park. With one away, runner at second, Wyden Benner deals. Ripped into right field. That's going to split the outfielders for an RBI hit, and the Artesians lead 1-0. A sharply hit ball by Ham into right field. Chases Justin Reed home. 1-0 Artesians here in the fourth.
The shortstop, number 27, Braxton Wilson.
So the inning continues for Wilson with one away. Normally, perhaps that ball scoots on the outfield grass and runs to the wall and they get extra bases. Now, we're going to have a new Wildcat pitcher here. Terry Gobert's going to go out and hand the ball to Nathan Schmidt here. Take a break here on the top of the fourth. 1-0 in favor of Martinsville. We'll break and come back with a new Wildcat pitcher right after this. Back to Rookser Field. Martinsville leads 1-0. New Wildcat pitcher, senior left-hander Nathan Schmidt. 1-0 on the season. Or actually, yes, 1-0. Second appearance. He worked 3 innings of a game earlier this season. Inside. Schmidt waits, throws, and ball fouled off. Schmidt went the first 3 against Princeton when the Cats won 17-1 back on April 16th. Runner at first with 1 out, 1 across for the Arties. Wilson takes it low, 2-1. Pitch on the way. Ripped right at Wallace at third. He'll turn this one into a double play. The Wildcats get another inning-ending double play on a line drive to third, their second of the ball game. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth, 1-0 Martinsville. We'll take a break and we'll come back after this. Back to Rookser Field as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Another line out the third that turned into a double play. Ended a Martinsville inning, but the Artesians lead 1-0 after scoring in the top half of this inning. Croft, Wallace, and Carter Stamm here. Pitch is out of the zone, 1-0. Trevor bounced to third earlier. One and one the count to the Croft squibs it off the end of the bat to short. Wilson charges on the grass, has a lot of time to throw, and he makes the play, 1 gone. So the Cats retired at the leadoff spot here in this inning, and here comes Wallace, who accounts for the lone Wildcat hit of the ball game. A single back in the second. He scorched it into center field. Big swing pulled off of it. It's 0-1. Carter Stom waits on deck. Home half of the fourth, 1-0 in favor of Martinsville. It's at foul. Wallace came into the doubleheader at 357. No home runs and 9 knocked in. Cats as a team entered the play today at 290. Wallace stays alive, and you heard it tick off the bat. Guess that starting Monday night, 3 weeks left in the regular season. In fact, the sectional draw, I believe, is next Sunday, the 0-2. Called third strike outside corner. Blistered the black there. Cats watching a lot of called third strikes today, as we talked about earlier. And it's one of those deals is after the second or third inning, you understand where the umpire is calling those, and you better be swinging. They may not be to your liking, but with 2 strikes, you better swing. Stom takes it outside, 1-0. Cats have been out hit 3-1 here in the proceedings so far. Reed comes home. Stom hits it on the ground. It just gets caught up in the grass. Wright will throw, and he throws out Stom. Cats go quietly here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. We'll head to the fifth. No, actually, Martinsville won. Cats nothing. We'll take a break and come back after this. Back to Rookser Field, top of the fifth. Jasper down here 1-0. Martinsville leads things off. Hit on the ground, first pitch of the inning. Weidenbender back at short, throws, gets him. Well, 1 pitch, 1 gone here in the visitor fifth. Martinsville enjoys a 1-0 lead, would like some more, but we'll deal with Nathan Schmidt, who came in relief of Weidenbender, who went the first 3 2/3. McGraw will stand in, a center fielder. He lined to Stom at short, who made a really good play earlier. Good pitch on the inside portion on the hands of the hitter McGraw. Pemberton, the left fielder, to follow. Martinsville scored their lone run last inning. White, the lefty Schmidt, throws it. Ball chopped on the ground. Wallace will charge hard at third and pull Croft off the bag safe. A throwing error. Again, I talked about it earlier. Martinsville's infielders kind of adjusted to this slow turf. And Wallace was kind of laying back on that one. And the throwing error pulled Croft off first. And you almost got to play like you're expecting bunt. Because, I mean, got to be a man to drive it through this grass with the wetness on it today, kind of like Thursday. This one hit wide of the bag at third. All in one here with the runner at first. 1 away, 1-0 Artesians. Schmidt throws it plateward. Again, hit off the end of the bat toward the Wildcat on deck circle. So he has painted both fences here in foul territory. But Schmidt out ahead 0-2. Cats wearing their white hats with the black jerseys in this twin bill today. Martinsville in the royal blue. The 0-2 runner takes off, hits it on the ground. That'll not be a double play. Wallace will go field it off to his right or left, and it'll bounce out of his glove. And I don't know if he was looking double play or not. It's first and second with 1 gone.
Number 21, Braxton Wright.
So first and second, 1 gone for Wright, the third baseman. He struck out his last time up. Strike 1 there. 0-1. It foul straight back. Oh, and 2. Into the dirt. It's back to the screen. Now it is 2nd and 3rd and 1 and 2 the count. So big hit right here would possibly play 2 for the Artesians. Pitch from Schmidt inside. 2 and 2 with 1 away. Schmidt trying to get the mud out of his cleats out there. Infield in for Jasper. The 2-2. Fouled away, took a big swing and chipped at it. And it's 2 and 2 and holding to Braxton Wright, the 9-hole hitter. Ball smashed into left. Going to hang up. Caught by Bartley. Here comes the throw. They're tagging up, and he is gone from here to the air. Another double play. So they cut him down, and the double play is completed. And we're out of the inning here. We'll head to the home 5th, 1-0 Martinsville. We'll break and come back after this. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Cats trail 1-0. Once again, another inning double play. This one a fly out from left, and Bartley gunned the man down at the plate to end the inning. 0-1 to Hof leading things off, followed by Bartley. This one is over the head of Hof. 1-1. Third baseman right in, the 1-1. Right to short. Wilson up with it. Throws on. Nice play. Had to sling it over there in a hurry with the speedy Hof running. We've seen Wright go off to his left to make a couple of those plays, but he let the shortstop get it that time. And here is
batting for the Wildcats, the left fielder, number 4,
Bartley.
Isaac Bartley.
Bunts out in front of the mound, third base side. Read off in time to get Bartley. Kept his foot on the bag at first. Ham did. 2 gone. Bartley kind of pleading his case just a bit, but Reed pounced on it. Third baseman wasn't getting to it. Nathan Schmidt will be the hitter for the Cats here in the home 5th, down 1-0. Swing and a miss. Oh, 1. Hit on the ground slowly to second. Peyton will charge. It's going to be another tough play. Did he get him? Yes, he did. 3 up, 3 down. Quietly go the Cats here in the home 5th through 5. 1-0 Martinsville for Jasper Moore. Wildcat baseball after this on 18 WJTS. Seth Gallion leads things off here in the top of the 6th. Nathan Schmidt back on for another inning of work for the Cats. And fouls it off, does Gallion. Leadoff man, Gallion, Dodson, and Reed, 1, 2, and 3 in Martinsville's order. Their baseman Wallace in. Schmidt peeks over the top of the glove, drops and drives the 0-1. Fouls it back in the glove. It's 0-2. Hit on the ground, hitting the hole between first and second. Grant Allbrand tries to dive for it, but it's into right field for a base hit. So Dotson will be the hitter.
Number 5, Brandon Dotson.
So Dotson with a walk and a ground out to short. He's 0 for 1. Martinsville already leads 1-0. They hold the runner on. And it's 0-1. So Schmidt bends at the waist, straightens up, and throws over to first. Cam Killian starts to get loose in the Wildcat bullpen. Again, the Wildcat pitching will be tested Monday, Tuesday, then 3 starting Friday night. 5-game week. Bunts, first base side, good one. Schmidt off the mound will grab it and throw on. Looked like he had trouble picking it up with his bare hand, but able to make the play. Sacrifice successful, and down to second goes Gallia. Now you deal with Reed, who hammered a double his last time up, then lined sharply to Wallace, who turned it into the first double play that the Wildcats had tonight. Don't want to get too far behind. It's getting late. We always say once it gets to the 6th, it's getting late, and that's exactly what we've got going on right now. Schmidt brings it. Hit on the ground to third. Wallace looks the runner back. Now they got him picked off second. Got him. Good play. He was, I don't know what he was doing. The play was in front of you, and the ball didn't sail across the first, and Martinsville's run themselves into a couple of line drive double plays, and that one was, well, nevertheless, they're 2 gone.
It's number 2, Andy Myers.
Myers will run at first base here and get Reed off the bases. And they've had their chance maybe to bust it open, but their base running has been not good. This one ripped off the glove of Croft behind the first base bag for a base hit. They'll have first and third. Croft, though, is going to try to peg the guy third. Then he stops, and another base running gaff. First of all, he was running anyway. Then he stopped. The Wildcats take another advantage of mismanagement on the bases for the Arties. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th, 1-0. Jasper will break and come back after this. Back to Rixer Field, 1-0 Martinsville as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Once again, the Wildcats taking advantage of 2 Martinsville running mistakes. The Artesians have out hit the Cats 6-1 as Yoakum gets in. He pounds it into left and right at the left fielder. Pemberton, 1 gone. So Weidenbender back to the top for the Cats.
Number 1, Josh Weidenbender.
Weidenbender 0 for 2, line to left his last time up. Hit on the ground to the first base side of the pitcher's mound, and 2 gone.
Batting for the Wildcats, number 2, Grant Delbrad.
Grant Allbrand will step in. One and 0 Hits it on the ground to second. Peyton up with it, and the Cats again have another quiet inning. We'll head to the top of the seventh. 1-0 Artesians. We're back after this. Back to Rixer we go to the visitor seventh. Martinsville still leads 1-0. First pitch of the inning, skied to first. Croft in foul territory will wait for it to come down. We have seen several first pitch swinging opportunities for both teams here in this one on Getaway Saturday. Like at pro games when they play those Thursday afternoon games, guys are up there swinging at every first pitch trying to get the game over with. That's what this one seems like. Line drive over the glove of Grant Albrand into right field for a base hit. It's not the case in this one trying to get it over with them, just the analogy of first pitch swinging.
Standing for Martinsville, the center fielder, TJ McGraw.
TJ McGraw will get in. Cats try to keep it close right here. Pitch is missed, or actually in for a strike, 0-1. Okay. Lined out, reached out in air. 0-2, runner at first base. Trevor Croft will hold him on. Schmidt will get ready to stretch. (0-1) defensive swing. Now it's 0-2. Long day of baseball here with the doubleheader. Pitch on the way, fouled off. (0-2), flips it up there. It's high. Due up for the Cats in the bottom of the seventh inning. Croft, Wallace, and Stamm. Certainly an opportunity to get something going and walk this one off, but they'd like to keep the Artesians right where they are. Hit off the end of the bat to Schmidt, bobbles it, throws on to first. Still in time. The guy tumbled over first base. They make that lunge that you're not supposed to do, and
batting for the Martinsville Artesians, number 29, Weston Pemberton.
Pemberton will get in. He is 0-2. Runner, though, goes up to second base. Martinsville trying to get a 1-out or 2-out hit here to drive in a run. Schmidt will fire it. Slash down the right field line, out of play. Oh, and 1 with 2 away. 1-0 Martinsville. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Oh, and 2. Here we go. Hit down the right field line. Stamm will come over toward the line. He'll dive. It's a fair ball into the bullpen. 1 run will score, and it's 2-0 on the bloop double by Pemberton, the 8-hole hitter. Hopple comes in to score.
Stepping up from Martinsville, the third baseman, number 21, Braxton Wright.
Right, the 9-hole hitter gets in. 2-0 Martinsville. Paused by Schmidt. Inside corner to these for a strike. The count squares at 1-1. Monday at Gwaltney, a 5:30 start against Washington. Have it for you later on at 10. The 1-1 low. 2-1 the count here. 8-1. Wildcats have been out hitting this one. Barely misses. Runner will be off with the crack of the bat with 2 away. Walked him. First and second now, and you go back at the top, and Gallion, who singled.
Batting for the Artesians, the catcher, number 15, Seth Gallion. Running at first base for Martinsville, Brennan Sawyer.
Sawyer will run at first base. Big gap in left center field. Ball 1. 2-0. Back out here Tuesday night. Forest Park comes in for a 6 o'clock start. In for a strike, 1-1. Rangers and Wildcats. One and one, first and second, the base runners. This one down the right field line. That's going to get down for perhaps extra bases. 1 run will score. It's 3-0 on a double. The second runner going to come in to score. The Cats kind of sleeping. Here comes a play at the plate, but they got him anyway. At first, it didn't look like they were aware that the second guy was coming, but they rolled the dice, did Martinsville. They do pick up 1 run. It's 3-0. Last call for the Wildcats in the home 7th. We'll have more Jasper baseball after this. Back to Rixer Field. Wildcats down 3-0. They need some magic here as Trevor Croft will lead things off here. As Reed's gone the whole way, and again, Dotson's their main guy. I don't know where Reed goes in their order of pitching. He's a senior. Pops it in there, as you can hear. 1-1. Wallace to follow. They got some insurance on a couple of base hits last inning. Again, they've out-hit the Wildcats 9-1. Croft sends this one back deep into left field. Left fielder goes back, and it is home run number 4 for Trevor Croft. He hit a 1-1 pitch up and out of here, and it's 3-1 Martinsville right now. So it's a good way to start this comeback as Croft gets into one.
Batting for Jasper, the third baseman, number 18, Andrew Wallace.
So here comes Wallace here. It's a 3-1 game. Nobody out. Wallace 1 for 2, struck out looking and singled sharply. Reed looks like he's trying to overthrow here, 2-0. Croft touched him up. Three and 0. Wallace steps out. In for a strike. Ball 4 there. So a pitching conference here. So Cats will talk it over here as well with Carter Stom stepping in. So they're going to stay with Reed here. Runner at first with Stom at the plate. So we're ready to go. Carter Stom 0 for 2. Cats down 3-1 here after the Croft home run. Another ball. Martinsville with a runner at first from Jasper. Low here, ball 2, 2-0. Reed having some trouble here. Cats trying to wait him out. Reed, the right-hander, comes home. Strike inside corner. And it's 2-1 with nobody out. Runner at first base, Wallace. Next pitch, chop foul toward the Martinsville dugout. 2-2 now. Runner at first takes his lead. The break even to Stom. Pops him up in the infield, a mile high out the second. Peyton calls for it. He'll battle it and hang on. Infield fly anyway there. Nope, you're telling me?
Batting for the Wildcats, the center
fielder,
number 11, Eli Pope.
I stand corrected. Field fly has to have a guy at first and second. Coach Kendall, you should get your umping license. We have a shortfall there, too. 0-2 for Eli Hope. Runner still at first. Hope slugs it on the ground, just takes a bad swing at it, and the Martinsville nearly throws it away, and they do. Third baseman just threw it away, and the second baseman covering. I think at that time, since it was a one-hopper, he might have been best served to just throw it to first base and get the out. Here comes Isaac Bartley. He hit his lone home run at Bloomington South. He went deep to help the Wildcats come back against Bloomington South up there for his lone home run of the season. Fouls it back. 0-1. Boy, they had out number 2 right there, whether they make a good throw to second or they throw it across the diamond. Reed will throw the 0-1. Curve ball. Strike 2. 0-2 to Bartley. Hope takes his lead at first and second. Out there is Wallace. Reed looks at second, and here comes the 0-2 to Bartley. Breaking ball drops out of that one, and he tried to pull it. And Jacob Albrand will re-enter.
Batting for Jasper, number 8, Jacob Albrand.
So Albrand stands in. Cats down 3-1, trailed 3-0 heading to the home half of the 7th. Croft led off with a towering blast to left field, his 4th of the season. Jasper with just 2 hits on the game. Getting the Cats on right now a 5-game winning streak. Their only other setback came at the hands of Castle when the Knights scored 8 in the first 2 innings. Curveball hangs high, 1-0. Tying run at first. Winning run at the plate, 2-0. With Yoakum on deck. (2-0) offering. Low, 3-0. Brad will be watching one here. Reed comes to the stretch, now wheels back towards second. The kick and fire. Ball 4. And the bases are loaded. Tying run now at second for Yoakum.
Batting for Jasper, the designated hitter, number 3, Jade Yoakum.
Their coach, Jeremy Honecker's already been out once to talk to Reed, but at this point I think it's Reed's game to lock down here. Bases loaded. Winning run at first base. Ball backhanded by the catcher. That would have been a run as Wallace crept down the line at third. Cats down 3-1. Jade Yoakum at the plate. Yoakum ahead in the count, 1-0. Here's the pitch from Reed. Popped straight back. He was on it, and it's 1-1. Weidenbender waits on deck. Would love to have an opportunity here. Second of 2 out here at Rooksor Field. Cats won the opener 5-1. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball in for a strike, 1-2. Here's the delivery. Curveball, strike 3. And this one's over. The Wildcats drop it 3-1 to the Martinsville Artesians. 3 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for the Artesians. 1 run on 2 hits and 1 error for the Wildcats. Trevor Croft homered to start the 7th to get them on the board, but that was all the offense that the Wildcats were able to muster. Jasper drops to 13-2, has their 5-game winning streak snapped. They won the earlier game here 5-1 as part of our doubleheader this Sunday afternoon here on 18 WJTS. Martinsville goes to 11-4 after the split today. Next up, the Wildcats go to Washington for a makeup game on Monday night. We'll have it for you later on at 10 here on 18 WJTS. Once again, Jasper wins game 1, 5-1. Drops game 2 to Martinsville 3-1. For Jeremy Marcos, I'm Kurt Gooksell saying good afternoon from Alvin C. Rooksor Field.